Now, this illustration deals with an additional system bonding jumper that I mentioned in the previous illustration. In accordance with NEC 250.30A1 Exception 2. Now, before we wade into this too deeply, I want to review the note first. And the note states, the secondary circuit conductors are run in non-metallic conduit, PVC, which isolates the panel board from the transformer and prevents a parallel path for current flow. So now when we review the illustration and review the raceway between the transformer and the panel board main, secondary conductors in PVC, 240.21C3 is the tap we're making here with those transformer secondary conductors. Now notice that we're bonded and grounded in the transformer. So the system bonding jumper is connected to XO, bonded to the enclosure, and then the grounding electrode conductor is routed from XO over to the structural steel in accordance with 250.30A2. And the grounding electrode conductor is sized and routed in accordance with 250.30A5 and 250.66. And it'd actually be table 250.66 when you took the reference. And then the grounded neutral conductor again is meeting 250.30A3, 250.142A3, and table 250.102C1. So we're dealing with routing and we're dealing with sizing right there. Now if it's a neutral, you got to pick up 220.61. Now, notice we're installing an additional bonding jumper in the metal panel board. And it says additional system bonding jumper shall be permitted to be installed here, for there is no parallel path. And again, that's in accordance with 250.30A1 Exception 2 and 250.102C1. Now, notice we have now reviewed that we can have two bonding jumpers here. And why can we? Because we're routing the secondary transformer conductors, tap and non-metallic conduit from the transformer to the panel board enclosure and terminating those conductors to the main. And that's what this illustration 16-36 is illustrating when the code permits an additional bonding jumper to be installed. In other words, you're installing two of them.